Hi everyone, this is video number 2 of the color wheel videos series. So we're going to do secondary now. We've already done primary. I've labeled the different areas of the color wheel so that it's just kind of easier to keep track and then you can erase them afterwards. So I have my primary yellow, blue, and red. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my secondary. I'm going to go and do green first and just kind of go in order. So I'm going to dip my brush. I already have my paint on my palette. I only need a little tiny bit. I don't need to have too much. You want to try to start in your corner. However, I took a little too much paint, so I'm going to go and get rid of that here and then kind of make my way into the corner. If I need to outline this, I can with like a black Sharpie to kind of go over any areas that I think need extra attention, right? And then I'm going to make my way across, away from that smallest area, focusing on my outline space. Okay. And you'll notice some colors will react differently than others, and see how it's already starting to kind of dry out a little bit. So maybe I need to add more as I go. I'm going towards my edge. Nice clean space right here. Nice and flat. You want to have good craftsmanship, which means having like a clean, piece of paper that you're working on. You don't want to have any smudging. You don't want to go too far outside the lines. And if you do, you wait for it to dry and then you go back in with an outlining tool. So I use the not ultra fine Sharpie, but the fine Sharpie size, and that seems to work nicely to just kind of clean everything up and then, make your colors stand out more too and separate those spaces in between the colors. Okay, so now I feel pretty good about the first layer of green. I'm going to clean my brush. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do purple. I can already see that I'm going to want another layer of blue. So the layering should really happen kind of, in between the drawing processes. Not right away. You kind of want to wait. So I'm going to move this for my convenience, my comfort level. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to do purple. I'm going to get really close in there if I can. Okay. Go away from my corner, but stay along my edges. I have my, my hand is nice and straight. I'm not doing it like this. That's too hard. I have my, I have my wrist resting on the table. Okay, I'm outlining my space, which is the best way to go, in my opinion, first. If you outline your space and then you fill in the center, okay? Nice and flat. This color's going on really nicely. And as I showed you in video 1 when I did primary, I'm just using like the basic, like craft paint. This is a really good brand that I like. You can get it at all sorts of different just kind of craft stores. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use a different brush for my orange because I already used purple. I want to make sure, my orange is not kind of like being, I guess, tainted with another color. I don't want to have it. I don't want to have the green or the purple come into my orange at all whatsoever. So I'm going to make sure, because it's a lighter color, that it's nice and clean. I'm going to turn the paper how I like it. Okay. And it's the lightest one we're doing of this series, so I want to make sure my brush is really clean. So maybe I would recommend not doing what I did, right? And doing the lightest color first. Because in the primary video, that's what I did. I did the yellow first. So I was just going in order with my demonstration, and you don't have to do the order I'm doing, but you know, if you don't have more than one brush, you want to really make sure you're cleaning each brush before you move to a different color, or else, you know, the coloring will kind of get muddy and brown. So maybe you should just do orange first, since this is the lightest color of this series. Either way, whatever's comfortable for you. Okay, so now I'm finishing this little corner right here. And I feel pretty happy with this first layer of orange. I am gonna wanna let it dry and go back and kind of see. So now, in between each color, the white areas, that's where my tertiaries are gonna go. And that will be video 3. Thanks, guys.